rather than in concern for the needs of society as a whole. The wealthy hoard money, resources, and technology, and the means of production, while low-wage workers are at the mercy of trends in the labor market. Throughout U.S. history, many businesses have been owned and operated locally by families. The rise of unregulated corporatism caused countless small businesses to exit the market due to their inability to compete with mass production and outsourcing. This caused members of families to disperse into the job market in order to survive, leaving daycares and televisions to raise their children. It is easier to blame inanimate market forces for the collapse of the lower and middle class, rather than humanity's insatiable greed and indifference towards suffering fueled by consumerism. Every capitalist economy exists in relation to another. Every business in capitalist economy exists in relation to another. Therefore, according to the fundamental principles of capitalism, every human exists in relation to another. Interestingly, rather than favoring cooperation, we've established competition as the driving force of our societies. During the Industrial Revolution, families worked together to produce crops or goods. Since then, we've shifted to a society that requires parents to spend a majority of their waking time at work. When they are home, they're required to take care of housework, paying bills, and providing basic needs like food. This leaves little time for parents to spend educating and socializing their children, which leads to the child having a lessened sense of acceptance and a difficulty establishing an identity. Our meanings and understandings of the world arise from the values and traditions taught to us by our families. Without that influence, a child may not learn the fundamental practices they need to succeed in society. The shift from industrialism to a technological society also exacerbated joblessness in lower income communities because access to educational resources and job training are not easily accessible. Before, someone with little or no formal education could succeed in a manufacturing job, as opposed to now when even entry-level positions require a decent amount of formal education. This creates a growing economic class division because individuals born into poverty are more likely to drop out of school, use drugs, and experience early pregnancy, which perpetuates the cycle of poverty. Another aspect of the capitalist economy is the privatization of education. Higher income families can afford early education, since children develop most of their cognizance and intelligence at an early age. Early education programs for children are essential to their success later in life. Children